The following program contains the opinions of the host, guests, and call-in participants. These do not necessarily represent the views of this show's distributors or sponsors. This program may contain obscene, profane, or otherwise objectionable language. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh man, it's me, and I'm here. And it's Thursday night, October 9th, 2025. It's 9:01 in the Eastern time zone in the United States and 6:01 in the Pacific time zone. And here where I'm sitting in Northeast Minneapolis, it's 8:01 p.m. I am Jim Peters. Welcome to another edition of Jim Peters at Night. This is episode number 282. Now, I said we might have a test tonight. I'm canceling it. There's no test, but it's my birthday. Believe it or not, tomorrow I'm going to be 70. We don't do the shows on Friday, and I'm taking off for a long weekend. I'm driving to eastern Wisconsin. Oh my God, I don't believe it. We already got a call. Now I'll explain this to you in a second. Hold on. Tim Conaway is waiting in the wings, and he's naked. I don't quite understand what that's about. But we're gonna Jonathan Lockwood's calling here, and let's see.
Well,
Jonathan,
happy birthday there, Jim.
Hey, thank you, Jonathan. Thanks for calling. I really appreciate it. Man, you're
no problem. I'm going as soon as I finish with my call here, I'm going to turn in, go to bed because I've got an early morning Friday morning men's Bible study. I got to get up at 5:15.
I thought maybe you were going to go off somewhere and teach some soldiers how to strategize or something.
Oh no, that's going to come in due time. You know, as I try to expand my visibility and that my podcast, and I've got another like I say, I've got another podcaster beside yourself who's looking to have me on his show. I think his name is Brandon House.
Yeah, and Jonathan, before you go on, let's point out that you and your crew, you do the Ukrainian show, and we've had you all of you. You come on regularly, but we had all of you on about maybe 6 weeks ago, I think it was, all three of you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
September 8th.
And the reason your show is getting so much buzz is because you're the only podcast that on the Ukrainian war that actually has somebody in Ukraine, right? That's Ivan, right?
That's correct. That's Ivan Kucherenko.
Yeah, and Sasha Stars from Canada is in Canada, but he's Ukrainian too, correct?
That's correct.
Right. So I just want
to. We are unique. Again, we're sort of a contrarian view, and we take a much more. We believe that military victory for Ukraine is in fact possible. It is possible for them to defeat Russia. They're losing momentum, as I've discussed with you before, and it's going to look very interesting here in the next few weeks.
Well, especially because like you
come up on winter.
You've brought this up on your show and on this show too, when you come on alone, about the fact that it appears that Donald Trump has embraced your point of view. That's what after.
Yeah, that's pleasantly shocking, but still shocking that he's in fact echoing our arguments and our observations, which means that to my mind, it means that someone has managed to bring our program and its conclusions to the attention of the Trump administration, which is. Yeah, that makes my whole year practically.
Well, also, Jonathan, it seems like he's come to the conclusion that Putin's crazy. It took him a while, but
because he's realizing that here is a man who has a totally alien mindset to his own.
Yeah,
he has never encountered anyone like that. He instinctively believes, given his background as a businessman and from New York, that everyone wants to make a deal. And he's projecting that attitude onto the world stage. In the majority of cases, it works.
Well, Jonathan, just look at what's happened the last couple of days. Apparently, Hamas, there's something rational going on there. They decided that they'd rather throw in the towel than get their brains beaten out. So, that's rationality.
They have not gone totally around the bend as
No.
far as wanting to his desire to make a deal, and they may just decide to say, okay, let's accommodate and bide our time and see if something better comes along.
Right. But
which would be a welcome change of pace.
Yeah, even if it's only relatively temporary. I mean, that's what I've been reading this afternoon. Everyone's saying, yeah, this may not last forever, but even for the time being, it's great. So
that's correct.
Yeah,
that's certainly something. An early Christmas present for humanity.
Right. But Putin, no, Putin's going to go down with the ship, man.
He's going to be like the 21st century version of the Grinch.
Yes, you talked me into this too. I was, until I was talking to you, I basically thought that Ukraine didn't have a chance in hell, but you changed my mind also. So I want kudos to you.
And of course, we'll be coming on tomorrow to discuss the latest developments in the Ukraine war and the way what I can now like to call, what the Soviets used to call, the correlation of forces is now steadily shifting in favor of Ukraine. Well, in any case, Jim, I'm going to go ahead and leave it with you.
Yeah, hold it really quick, Jonathan. Tell people how they can get to your podcast. Is you're on Apple or Spotify? Where are you?
It's on you. It gets put on YouTube. We have it put on YouTube. We use StreamYard. It's put on there.
Right.
But basically, if you get on there and you can look it up on YouTube. Ukraine, Russia, China. Ukraine/Russia/China.
Right.
That is the name of the program. And then our podcast is done live every Tuesday and Friday, and at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and
occasionally we do get people that actually manage to get into the program and can pop up in the chat room. It's rare, but it happens.
Yeah.
And if they manage to get in there and communicate with our producer, Mark Lee, that will be basically we'll let them in, and we always welcome some informed lay people or just interested lay people who are interested in knowing more about the.
It bears repeating, Jonathan, that not only are you live, but Ivan's live from Kiev too. So it's like you have a direct connection there. It's very cool.
Oh yes, we are all on at the same time. It's coordinated, and Ivan arranges his day for he can't do this twice a week, but he said because of his other family considerations and other things like that. But certainly he reserves Tuesday is when he is on along with me and Sasha.
Okay. And
that works out well.
God bless Al Gore for inventing the interweb, right?
Oh Lord. It's getting deep at your end, isn't it?
Well, I'm 70.
If you hold your arm up, you can still save your watch.
I'm an old fart now. All right, Jonathan, I got Tim Conaway waiting in the wings, so I'm going to let you go. Okay.
Oh, great.
All right.
Okay. Well, you have a great evening, and happy birthday. Remember, you're living on God's time.
Thanks,
now,
man. Thank you. 70. Thanks. You take care. All right. I'll see you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That's Jonathan Lockwood. He joins us regularly, military strategist. He's written a couple books. Believe it or not, I'm not even going to play the bumper music. Here's Tim Conaway. Right. You don't have a shirt on.
Well, it's your birthday, so I thought I'd wear my birthday suit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we got another call. It's my hairstylist. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Brittany Shears here.
Brittany, are you there?
Brittany Shears here with Mr. Whiteford.
Are you watching or just calling?
I'm calling. I just got in.
Oh, well, I just want to tell you, Tim Conaway.
But it said, hi, Jim Conaway.
Yeah,
Connolly.
He doesn't have a shirt on, Brittany.
I heard he was wearing his birthday suit.
That's
for you.
right.
I find that's like the highest form of flattery.
Yes, it is. I know. But you call.
And what I will say is it said, leave a message at the beep and talk about a topic. And I said, it's Brittany Shears. I'm calling because you told me to do so.
That's right.
When are you ever going to hear that out of a woman's mouth? And then I hit pound.
So, Brittany, I don't know if I've ever told you this. Tim Conaway is the former editor of Hustler magazine.
Oh boy.
I love that magazine. It's my all-time favorite.
That's
Okay.
Chris.
Mr. Whiteford says he loves that magazine. It's his all-time favorite.
We heard him, Red. Yeah, and I bet he was.
I found a couple of them. He's got some vintage ones.
No,
Yeah.
those are Playboy.
Oh, those are Playboys. My mistake.
No, that was Tim's competitor, and Tim was there probably, Christopher, when you bought them, because he was there in the 80s and the 90s. So when the magazine was at its peak, is that?
Oh yeah. The bushes were
No.
non-pruned.
No. That was back in gynecology days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have to, Christopher.
Whatever that means.
Christopher.
Brittany didn't catch that, but
No,
you
I know
guys
she
got
didn't.
it.
Yeah, we caught it. We did, and I need to tell you, Christopher, that
Hey, this is a family show. This isn't Jimmy
no,
Does Tonight.
no, it really is not a family show, Brett.
I know, I'm teasing.
It isn't.
Hey, for the record, that was a good one, wasn't it?
What? Say
It was
again?
a good one, the gynecology statement.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was. Now I have to tell you this, Christopher, because this will really impress you. And I don't know. I teased him about this, but it's really true. He picked the pictures for the beaver hunt. That was part of his job.
My God, my favorite part of the mag almost.
The beaver hunt.
The beaver
My
hunt,
favorite,
Brett.
That's not bad.
The beaver hunt was interesting. I'm going to go there, but
Yeah.
I will also say that Chester was probably by far my favorite cartoon character in history.
Yeah. He caused us a lot of trouble. But yeah, that was right after the centerfold, Chester the molester.
Hey, Britt, do you want to take a little gander on what the beaver hunt was? You want to take a guess?
Well, I'm actually, they had pretty good articles in there. I've read a few of them. And I'm guessing it was maybe, look at what they're doing to the freaking cat box.
That's okay.
Anyway, hey, squirrel.
Okay.
Hey, squirrel.
we got a tag team going on. That's fantastic. That's
You're
great.
You're getting 2 for 1 here.
Yeah.
But I believe those magazines should be called like Into the Meadows.
Okay.
Or
Okay. Yeah.
Hustler, Playboy,
Hustler was,
Into the Meadows.
Hustler was all-time best.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got a fan.
I think Meadows is a euphemism, isn't it?
We can go with that.
I'll go with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Britt, you can't see me, but I have fabulous hair right now because you cut it. I get comments here.
I love that.
Yeah. This is
People,
right here.
That's-
This is Britt's.
people notice when you clean up and take a shower and
Yeah. I did, and I did that stuff. Even though I didn't have a lot of time tonight, I still did. It's like I clean up sometimes.
Did you
know.
get your early birthday Twinkies in? Have you found those yet? Or
No,
am
no,
I
I
on a
can't.
birthday present
I can't find them anywhere. I haven't been able to find any for 3 weeks. I know what's going on. I don't, Tim. There's a.
I bet you if you look at the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree has.
Oh,
Twinkies.
God.
There was a bunch at the last time we went to Walmart. There was like a pallet of them.
Oh, I gotta go there too. I love the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. I take my mother got me hooked on this. It's everything's $1.25. Inflation.
Well, you can go far at the Dollar Tree. We
can.
We stock up for snacks,
Oh yeah.
cleaning supplies,
Yeah.
and air fresheners around the cat litter boxes,
Right.
and all that good stuff.
Right, and you got candy for cheap. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I bought a
So
pizza. Yeah, go ahead, Christopher.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is this is gonna probably blow your mind a little, but there was not only Twinkies, they also had cupcakes with the Twinkies.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
same damn box.
Yeah. You in the same box?
In the
This is
same
at
box, it was a
Walmart or
combo box
Walgreens?
at Walmart.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen it.
I haven't either, and you don't know because I have a high A1C that I was not able to just grab up about 85 boxes.
Oh man. Well, now I gotta go.
I would have.
Have you guys
Those
noticed?
were my favorites.
And Britt, maybe you and I have talked about this before. Tim, have we talked about this before about the fact that the quality of Walmarts from one Walmart to another varies greatly?
Oh yeah, yeah. One of them can be
Oh yeah.
pristine, and the next one can be just a total dump.
That's right. Yeah, I find
It's the same thing with Cub Foods, though. We got one you can go to. It's like Senior Citizenville. The next one you go to, it's city slicker, kind of fast paced. And then the other one you go to over in North, where it just strictly says North Side Cub Foods. I mean, what Cub Foods do you know actually has the part of town that they're located on labeled on it?
No, I don't know.
North Side.
I don't know.
Machine guns.
Hey,
Like
guys,
Cub Foods, machine guns, North Side.
believe it or not, we got another call, so I'm going to let you guys go if that's okay.
You can
But-
let us go. I wanted to make sure I followed through with what I said I would do. And,
Brittany, let's tell people.
Have a great night.
Thank you,
Happy
Christopher.
birthday.
Hold it. Britt, should we mention where you work? Where people can get their haircut by you?
Oh yeah, Solana Moore, Fridley, next to Shortstop.
Yeah,
Ask for Brittany Spears.
right.
Read
Brittany
the
Shears.
reviews.
And yeah, so this is in. Are you in Fridley? Is that where you are?
I'm in Fridley.
Yeah, northern suburb
Yeah.
of Minneapolis. Right. Yeah. So if you want to get your haircut and look like me, and you got to call ahead because Brittany's really busy. So because she's
Yeah,
popular.
men and women and children and all the above.
Man, we got 3 callers waiting. So it's all right. I'll
Okay.
let you guys go.
Thank you for
No, thank
picking up.
you.
Love you, man.
Thank you. Love you too, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks. All
We'll
right.
talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Tim's eating. All right. Is this Mike Brooks?
Yeah, this is Mike Brooks. Is this Jim Tushy Peters?
Yes, it is. It is. And are you watching or just calling?
No, I'm just calling in. And I mean, I know I'm going to see you tomorrow and everything else, but I thought, being your 70th birthday,
Yeah.
I'd call into the big, beautiful broadcast. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. And you get to watch. It's too bad you're not watching because Tim Conway's eating cookies and he has no shirt on. So that's a beautiful thing too. So,
That's a bonus too. Well, I just really wanted to let you know that, there's a lot of people that are saying, yada, yada is the new 40. Okay. Everyone's saying this, but Jim, when you look at 70, there is no yada, yada.
no, there isn't. No, you're right. It's not. It's the beginning of the end, Mike. That's what it is.
The thing is that in 5 years, your age won't even be on a bingo card.
That's correct. I know if I make it even that long, so I mean, my mother's 101 and still kicking, but let's be blunt, Mike, I'm fat, so it's like, there's that too. So I have no idea what's going to happen. So maybe I'll
So you're thinking the whole longevity thing in your family. I mean, do you think you're going to go you could go to 100, right?
Well, I could, but the last 3 guys in my family died at 86, 84, and 82. So I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. I don't know. It's all up in the air. All I know is I still have my hair.
Those numbers, you'll be with those numbers. You'll be dying at 80.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's correct. 10 more to go. Yep.
Well, then you got to go forward though. You got to think to yourself, okay, 80. I mean, you'll still be doing the show, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course I will. Yeah.
Right.
I'm going down. I'm
Maybe
going down
you
with
get
the
a-
ship on this thing. I'm going to do that. I don't care if they get paid. I do not give a crap. I'm doing this. It's like, screw you people, So, yeah, this is my swan song, guys. So, hey, Michael, I'm going to let you go because believe it or not, we got another call. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, Jim. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see. I'm looking forward. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it. All right. So, Tim, are you okay?
Oh, I'm doing great.
This is my niece. Caitlin, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
I am.
Are you watching, Caitlin,
Hello.
or just calling?
No, I'm just calling. I'm on my way to my kickball game.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
believe it or not.
Okay. All righty. It's like Gen Z,
It's
man.
probably
Rah,
your
rah.
birthday.
Rah, rah. Well, I look pretty good. I got the lighting tuned in here so that I don't have to wear makeup. And Tim Conaway is on the other half of the screen, and he's eating cookies and he has no shirt on. I need to describe this to everybody.
Wow, that sounds like quite the scene.
Tim, do you need to?
I did just listen to Mike Brooks' entire conversation. So
yeah, I
got that visual already.
I actually can put people more than one person on at once, but it gets confusing. So because I'm old, you know,
yeah, that's a
Caitlin.
little bit chaotic.
Yeah, you don't want.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to get confused. You know that. Tim, what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
This is the blood of virgins.
Okay. So,
wow.
So, hey, Caitlin, I don't know if this means anything to you, but Tim was for many years the editor of Hustler magazine in Los Angeles. Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh,
sorry.
Do you know what Playboy? No. Don't pretend to know, because I didn't think somebody your age probably wouldn't. You know what Playboy is, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sure do.
Well, just to cut the chase, I think Tim would probably disagree a little bit, but Hustler was a competitor of Playboy in the 80s and the 90s. It was pretty fascinating. Yeah, it is, and it was a little more raunchy. That's probably a better way to put it.
A little more, yeah. Like 100% more raunchy.
But they sold a shitload of copies.
Yep.
Everybody made big bucks. Funny. Yeah. So you're going to kickball? All
right, boom boom.
Where are you leaving?
I gotta go.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling, Caitlin. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Happy early birthday.
I love you, man. Take care.
Bye.
That's my niece. She's oh God, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Hold on. I knew we were getting Tim, I'm sorry about this, man. We barely talked. Right. But I got two more calls coming in, and I'm going to see who it is. So the deal is, folks, I should explain this to you. When you call the number 325-225-5546, and an AI voice will ask you to briefly describe why you're calling, and that prints out on my screen. It takes your voice and turns it into text. Okay, so let's try this one right here. Hi, who's this?
Happy birthday, you fat old bastard.
Is this Jeff Meyer?
No, saludos, my friend.
Oh, it's Don Zorro. Oh my God. It's like, for a second there, my God, we've been blessed by the Puerto Rican angel. It's like, oh my God. Like, how are you, man?
Right. I'm here. I'm here to wish you a happy birthday and spread the good news. The good news that despite everything you've heard, 70 is the new 90. Because my brother, it only gets worse from here.
I know.
Your vision's going to go. Your back's going to hurt more.
Yeah.
And here's the best news of all is that peeing is going to take 1 minute for every year of your life.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Doc.
You better set up like a kitchen in the bathroom from now on.
Yeah.
But I do have good news.
All right.
I have good news. The good news is that your sense of smell gets better, but the bad news is your farts smell worse.
Yeah, my sense of smell gets better, but I smell worse. That's right. That's right. That's what.
So you finally caught up to me, huh?
Well, I can't remember. Are you older than me? I know we're really close, like a month apart.
Just by a couple of months.
Yeah, right. Just by a couple of months. Yeah, because those guys took you to Vegas for your birthday, right? Or I don't. Was that for retirement? Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah. That's either for retirement or just because they owe me.
Yeah, they do too. So are you?
And hi to Tim too. Hi to Tim. Tell him, not to hide the cookies under his left boob.
Yeah. Are you watching right now, Don?
No. I'm listening to the description. I'm glad I'm not.
Yes.
watching.
Well, yeah. Tim is on the other side of the screen, and he's got cookies and no shirt on. That's right. It's his birthday suit.
That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm ready to party.
He's ready.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, I did like how you described to your niece how Hustler was a slightly more raunchy version of Playboy. Are you serious?
She doesn't know.
I go, thank God. And I was saying, don't tell her. Don't tell her.
So I don't know if you caught this. My hairstylist called up previously, and we had to explain. And her boyfriend is a big fan of Hustler, and we told him that that Tim got to pick the pictures for the beaver hunt, and he was really impressed.
You made his year. Huh?
Yes, I did. Yeah. And then I said to Brittany, do you know what that is? And well, I guess she could guess.
Yes, I suppose. Although people don't use that expression so much anymore.
No,
I think that's long gone.
They don't. Yeah. Hey, Don, you know what really amazed me when you told me about this trip these guys took you on is that you had never been to Vegas before.
No, I had never had any reason to go out there, and if I had asked for a visa, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes, I do. I just thought with all the world traveling you've done, legitimately, I thought you'd been there probably several times, but no.
Well, you would think so, but the extent of my sword is not always what it seems. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a euphemism, right? Another one.
All right, listen, I'm going to let you go, but
yeah.
I'm glad you gave us a chance to wish you happy birthday. A very cool thing.
Thank you, Don.
More.
Thank you. Yeah, we got another call here, so I'm going to take it. So appreciate you calling. You take care of yourself, all right?
See you later, Tim. Bye.
Take care now.
All right, we got now. This might be Think. I'm not sure. Hi, is this Think? Hello?
Hey. Well, happy birthday, Jim.
It is.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Callers.
You're on. I know. We had a lot. Yeah.
First off, Tim, you look very sexy, man.
Oh, thank you. This is just came in from the beach.
I think he wants something from you.
Got the muscles there.
Yeah, just came in from the beaches of Minnesota.
Or the woodwork room in your garage, one or the other.
I was there earlier today. Yeah, managed to cut myself as usual.
That's not good.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, but you're not cutting any digits off or anything like that.
Not for a while. I trying to learn my lesson when I took away about half of my half of this finger here.
All right, hold it. It looked. Did they put it back on?
No, it took about half of the end of it off of it. I can't. Right through there. I shaved it off pretty good, and so that taught me slow down. Again, I get impatient. That's the thing about woodworking is it makes me be patient, which is the one thing in my life that I've never mastered very well. And so this reminded me patience.
Yeah. Hey, are you in upstate New York? Think your usual home? Is that where you are?
Yeah, I'm at home today. Speaking about master of when I was younger, just to let you know, Tim, we used to only read Hustler. None of us had a Playboy.
Good.
We only, and in fact, I don't know anyone that had a Playboy book. It was either Hustler or some like really raunchy, like weird magazine, but definitely it was Hustler. I don't know anyone that had a Playboy, honestly.
Yeah. Hey,
do you, Jim?
Say. I grew up in a classy. I grew up in a classy neighborhood. We looked at Playboy, although I certainly saw my share of Hustlers. I was going to ask you, Think, do you remember any of the names? I do remember the really raunchy magazines, but I don't remember their names. Do you remember the names of them? Tim, do you?
No,
no. There there were quite a few of them that were just total runch. The difference. Well, we had better looking. I won't say better looking models across the board, but they were photographed much better, so they looked really good. But we had some actual editorial content that set us apart from all the other guys. The other guys was just basically porn stories in between naked pictures. So, but now I can't think of any of the names. There was one magazine that was popular in Canada called Uncut Centerman, and for the hockey fans, for gay hockey fans. I will never forget the name.
Is that really true? Was it for gay hockey fans?
Well, I guess so, because it was these guys. They would start out in hockey uniforms and they would strip down, and they still had their foreskins. Uncut Centermen. And that was the name of the magazine. And it's like, that one stays with me forever, because you just can't imagine that was actually real, but I saw it myself. Yes, it was.
Well, I've known a lot of gay men. I've just come to the conclusion the only difference between gay men and straight men is the object of their affection. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, they're exactly the same. Like, they'll look at the dirty pictures and,
Yeah, especially those naked hockey players. That's
yeah. Oh, yeah. And you got the foreskin. This was on my outline to talk to you about tonight, Tim. I don't know if you saw this, but Robert F. Kennedy says, well, apparently there is some actual research to back this up, that the headline in the New York Post was that circumcision causes autism.
Yeah. Well, I also read recently that there's widespread instances of something called tugging. Guys are trying to get their foreskins back because they feel, not only physically but mentally deprived of having that extra piece of skin on the end of their dick. And so they are pulling the skin that they've got left. They sit around like for hours tugging on that to try to get it to come back to, the original shape, which is, absolutely stupid. But yes, tugging is.
I think it also means you don't have much to do, doesn't it?
Well, if that's your biggest worry, then you got an easy life, man.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't have a foreskin.
I think that's what they call a first world problem. I think.
Yeah, that has to be.
No, the thing I saw though. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me say this before I forget, real quick. So, there was this guy this Asian guy that followed these people in Africa, this tribe in Africa, and the tribe in Africa would get naked, and they told him to get naked to take a bath with them in the ocean. He was shy because he had a small dick, right? And all these African men had these huge long dicks.
No.
And he was shy because he told eventually he took it off and they saw that he had a little dick. And they told him the reason why you have that little dick is because you're wearing underwear.
Oh.
And so the African men don't wear underwear. They just free ball it. And they're saying that the weight of their penis without like something holding it up is what makes it longer. I don't know. That's what. So I stopped wearing underwear a while back.
Do you think there's any chance that underwear causes autism?
I don't know about that. I doubt it.
No, what Kennedy was actually saying is that he says that the problem is when they circumcise the babies, they give them Tylenol, and he said that's what's causing the autism. But I don't know. I have no idea. But there is, believe it or not, some major university that he studied and concluded this. So he didn't pull this out of his wife Cheryl's butt or something like that. I don't know. You know, do you guys ever watch?
How do you
No, go ahead. Think what?
how do you feel about all the women that was taking Tylenol just out of spite
That's crazy.
because Trump said that?
It's just not good for you. I mean, you shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 at a time. If you're going to take a whole fistful of it, you're going to kill your liver. Is that what you're going to do? I mean, you tell me.
To tell you the truth, I don't even know what Tylenol does. I remember when I was younger, I had the flu, and my mom gave me a Tylenol like a couple times. I don't think it helped me. I just don't know what it does. Even as an adult, I don't know what it's for. Is it a painkiller?
Yes, it's a general pain reliever. Yeah, right.
Yeah. There are two acetaminophen, which is the generic name for Tylenol, affects the nerve system slightly, and ibuprofen, which is Motrin, is the most common version of that. It affects the blood vessels. It dilates the blood vessels, so it reduces inflammation. Neither one of these things is potent enough unless it's used multiple times daily to have any effect on anything.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, personally, I always had great luck with the ibuprofen, but since my heart surgery, I can't take it anymore. So.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. I'm not supposed to take it either. So, because I'm taking Eliquis, a blood thinner, and but yeah, ibuprofen. If I had pain, that always helped. Tylenol didn't help very much. I had kidney stones once, which are incredibly painful, and I went into the emergency room, and I was in there for a while, and medical people kept coming in and out of the rooms. And I finally said, can you give me something for this pain? And the nurse said, oh, well, they gave you a couple of Tylenol. And I said, aren't you the one who earlier said that you'd heard that kidney stones are as painful as giving birth? And now you're telling me you gave me Tylenol?
Tim, did you pass them?
Oh, eventually, yeah. It took a few days, but
were you in pain the entire time? Because it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and the really embarrassing thing is, like, you have this huge pain, and so when you finally pass them, you're expecting boulders, and it comes out, and it's like little grains, almost like grains of sand.
Right.
They come out, and you're saying, all that from this little bit of stuff, but yeah, it's enough to block the system and the pathways, and everything backs up, and it feels like somebody's slowly pushing a knife into your lower back, and then slowly pulling it out, and then slowly pushing it back in.
Oh God!
So yeah, give me, don't give me Tylenol if I'm having that kind of pain, and I don't know if ibuprofen would have helped either. Eventually, I got a little dose of morphine, which didn't really take away the pain, but I didn't give a shit. That's the difference.
There's various drugs my wife has taken during surgery. She says the same thing. She said, "Yeah, it hurt, but I didn't care."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, I'll throw out another little fun fact here that you just remind me of, Tim, and that is supposedly there's more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on every beach on Earth.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Hundreds of billions of them.
Yeah. You still there, think?
Yeah, I didn't know. I heard that, but I want to disagree with that. Is there really that many stars out there? That there's more than every grain of sand on the planet?
Yeah, supposedly.
That's a lot of grains of sand.
That's right. It is. Yeah.
Wow.
Now our little galaxy has 100 million stars, and now they're figuring there's an average of one planet for every star. So that's 100 million planets. Like Jesus. And to think that 25 years ago we didn't know of a single one outside of the solar system. Now they find dozens every day. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it's inevitable, scientifically speaking, the same elements, the same process of formation,
Yeah.
it's they're going to be out there.
Yeah, we didn't have any proof, that's all. But all right, somebody amuse me now.
Isn't it incredible that someone actually figured out that those stars were suns, and that our sun was actually like a star, and they connected it all together? That's incredible that someone actually figured that out. And then they said that we lived in a solar system where the sun is, which is a star, is the center, and all the planets travel around it. I think the whole concept of someone being that smart to come up with this stuff and explain it is incredible.
And that was,
wouldn't you think? I think that's incredible.
Was that Galileo? I can't remember.
Yeah, Galileo was the first to say that the sun, the planets revolved around the sun, because up to that point, the thinking was that Earth was the center of the universe and everything revolved around the Earth.
Yeah.
Because why not? God had chosen us, and so we had to be at the center of it. And of course, Galileo was excommunicated because the church said, no, that ain't the way it works.
Right. He ended up spending the rest of his life on house arrest, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and Da Vinci and others, came to the same conclusions over time. But yeah, you had to shake off years and centuries of the other kind of thinking to end up looking at it that way. And then it's like today, if you say that tariffs are paid by people in America who import and distribute goods, and they're not paid by foreign countries, you can be prosecuted and locked away, sent to a detention center in Chicago or something.
No, you can't. You can't really be prosecuted. You maybe be canceled or something. But
who knows? I mean, right now, anybody who challenges the Trump administration's bullshit is, going to get. Anybody who challenged them in the past, they're all facing some kind of prosecution somewhere, and they'll send those guys in masks to your door. The brown shirts are everywhere.
Yeah.
I take it, Tim, that you don't believe that the government was corrupt, right? Yeah, I take it you believe that we've always lived in a good country here in the United States where the government was never corrupt and took advantage of their power.
Oh, it's always been corrupt. All governments are corrupt. All governments are power hungry. When you put men in positions of power, they want more power. And the great fear when the Constitution was being set up, the Federalists, explained all, this, that, and this could happen, but there's the checks and balances and stuff. But the Anti-Federalists were saying all along that, what we've seen over and over again from the federal government is what we would see. After the Civil War, because the government had kind of taken control of everything, at least in the North, and then when they won the war back to all the southern states as well, they didn't relinquish any of the wartime powers. They just thought, hey, that worked out pretty well, we'll take more of it. So from about that point on, the government has been getting more and more power despite what the Constitution says. People in power ignore the Constitution regularly, and even the Supreme Court, which I like this conservative Supreme Court, but they tend to lean in the direction of more power for the federal government is a good thing, and it's no, it's not. Politicians have always been crooked. Uh, there's some great books about uh, politics from after the Civil War, the presidents and presidential politics from after the Civil War up through Woodrow Wilson. That the political machines, how the parties manipulated things. It's never been pure.
Hey, I don't disagree with you at all, but I'm going to throw an idea out here though. Has it ever occurred to you that it took our little experiment here a good 200 years before we really fell into corruption, whereas you got socialism like Venezuela, what was it, a dozen?
Well, yeah, and the way things started, that has something to do with the way things end up. But it didn't take us 200 years for corruption to happen in the federal government. I mean, it's been there.
I'm drawing a very, very fuzzy line because it's like I'm talking about like really bad corruption. I don't know. I know you're right. I know it's always been there, but it's like, all right. Let me put this another way. Let me ask both you guys. Do you think this experiment is going to last? Or let's say, for example, do you think it's going to last another 100 years? You think the United States will still be around in 2125? What do you think, Thane?
I do. I think that I think it will last forever as long as we have the right people in power. And I am for Trump. I believe that his way of thinking is correct. And I said it on your show before, and I'll say it again. I believe that we all should believe in the Bible. I believe that we should be a religious country and have morals and decency. And that's the only way this country is going to survive. Now, this is the most scariest idea somebody told me. Imagine if we didn't have a Republican Party and we only had a Democratic leftist party right now. How messed up this whole country is. And I'm going to say, imagine if there was a bunch of gay people. Will we even be a population? Gay people can't reproduce.
Right.
And that's, for some reason, this leftist agenda keeps pushing this grooming of the children towards that. And I don't understand that. And their idiocracy about it. Like, if I want to be a man and I'm a woman, you must call me a woman. I've been seeing videos of people fighting just because they weren't called the proper pronoun.
Right.
And it's just ridiculous. And that whole gays for Palestine thing is just ridiculous.
That was absolutely the worst. And I don't know if I should speak in the past or present tense, but yes, Queers for Palestine is the funniest thing I've heard in 20 years. It's like, that's so stupid. It's mind boggling. Oh, but Tim, I gotta ask you though, and you tell me if I'm putting words in your mouth here, because I got the impression from your previous calls on the show here that you think that we should respect the Bible even if you're not Christian, right? Isn't that what you said before? That's actually it's not really a Christian thing. Do I got that correct?
Not. I believe that that you should have some sort of religious. Let me rephrase it. I believe that we should have some sort of religious moral in our life, some sort of decency or moral, spiritual moral. But out of all the religions, I feel that we should lean more towards the Christian religion. Islamic religion is just almost damn near satanic, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, they believe in their Allah so much that if you don't believe in what they believe, you should be killed. That's not even a joke. That's basically what they're saying.
I know.
And if you don't, and the majority of religions are something similar. Now, Buddhism is something totally off. Buddhism to me is not even a religion. It's more a science.
Well, technically you're right. It isn't. Right. Because it was, technically it's not a religion. That's correct. Right. And No,
Existentialism is not a religion, but in existentialism, the basic premise is that there aren't any higher powers. We weren't put here for some other kind of reason. We exist because we are. We exist because scientific developments, natural developments through time created us, and here we are. So then how do we behave? And at the core of it is we have to make that choice and it's almost the biblical thing, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's like, if I believe that something is a good practice for other people, I have to believe it is for me. I have to hold myself to a standard of behavior that is acceptable. And that's the tough thing that people have, because they can fear hell, they can all the religious oversight, all that kind of stuff. But for each individual to take the course that I am responsible for my own actions, and my actions should be something that I would find acceptable, if I were on the other side of it. I've always felt that existentialism is a much better thing than religion, because there aren't a bunch of men in dresses getting rich off of it.
Yeah, but Tim, don't you think that a righteous Christian God wouldn't allow a guy to go on an inner tube podcast without a shirt on?
He probably loves it. He said, I created these people naked. And so,
that's true.
Let's take a look at that.
Tim, I'm going to tell you something that I learned going to a church. The preacher once, I walked into a church service during the benediction, and the preacher says the devil goes to church. This is the preacher.
Yeah.
And he says the devil goes to church. And that right there taught me so much about my life. I think those very words right there changed the way I was, the person that I was. I used to hang out with like a bunch of party people and people that were just bigging me up. Hey, yeah, you could do it. Drink. And they were giving me wrong advice, but they were my friends, and I didn't know that. It took a long time for me to realize I might be having devil people around me. So I had to question a lot. And it wasn't just my friends. I started questioning my family also. People within my family, whether they were really there to help me or not. And I had to push away a lot of people for me to be, I'm not super successful, but to be at the level that I am right now, I had to push a lot of people away. So religion is not just, or Christianity doesn't just say that you should treat others how you want to be treated. It's much more complex than that. There's much more teachings, is what I'm trying to say, than just that. And you can learn a lot from the different lessons in there. I can keep going, but I don't want to give you guys like.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm going to throw something on. I think you and I talked about this previously, but I can't remember, about the fact I'm not big on either or, what I called, for lack of a better term, either or philosophy. Like things are generally way more mixed up and complex than A or B, do one or two. My general thought on evil is that that true evil does exist, but it's relatively rare. And what most people think is evil is just intense human stupidity. That's so. I'm kind of leaving. What do you guys think of that? I don't know, and think, have you and I talked about this before? I can't remember.
No, I wanted to, please, Tim, I'm sorry. Please let me jump in here. I wanted to tell you my idea about evil a long time ago, but we talked and then I went on but please let me explain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What evil is. All right. Can I please? Okay. This is where I separate from the Christianity. I believe in Buddhist theory of evil. So evil in Buddhism is the ego, right? And the ego is basically someone showing off, like, hey, I'm better than you. You're not better than me. I'm better than you. That's why I beat you in that game. It seems like it's a joke, like you're playing around.
Yeah.
But those things plant seed in somebody's mind. And what it ends up happening is that little seed that is planted becomes the ego. Now, here's the tricky thing. The ego eventually manipulates you once it's inside you, thinking that you are it. The ego makes you think that you and the ego are the same thing, but you're not. And the ego says things like, hey, that person was making fun of you. That person's making fun of me, and they're making fun of you. They're not your friends. I am your only friend. It would trick you like that. So the ego is really a trickster, and it makes you think that nobody is your friend, but only the ego is your only friend.
Yes.
So I hope I made sense by
you
that.
did.
And that's true evil.
I would say that you just said very much more eloquently what I said in a few words stupidly, and that is that is intense human stupidity, and that's basically what I'm talking about. Yeah. But that said, I still think that true actual evil actually exists. I don't think it's very common. I don't. I remember I worked with a woman years ago, and her previous job was at Hennepin County here in Minneapolis. She ran the juvenile detention or judiciary system. It was actually a big deal. It was a big job, and I remember her telling me, she said, Jim, I've processed thousands and thousands of kids and teenagers through this system, and I've only met one that I thought was truly evil. He said, there's something about this kid. I don't know what it was, but you looked in his eyes, she said that was the devil. And she said, of the thousands of kids I dealt with, that was the only one I ever thought that about. And I would say that's par for the course. I think that the true evil is really rare, but I do think it exists. Jim, thoughts?
Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Jim. So Jeffrey Dahmer, which a lot of people would say is an evil person, if we had took Jeffrey Dahmer and put him in a nice home, you know Jeffrey Dahmer is an alcoholic, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's say we took him in and put him in a nice home and gave him a good life where he didn't get addicted to alcohol. Do you think he'll be the person that he was?
I don't know. My corresponding question to that thing, and I've asked quite a few people on this program, and that is, if you took Hitler and if you said that the Holocaust never happened, that he never did it, let's say it's just like it never happened in history at all, and the only thing that happened was World War II, in and of itself, is Hitler evil for doing World War II? That's the other kind of hypothetical question. I don't know the answers to this. Amazingly, I asked that question to quite a few people on the show, and a lot of people have very strong opinions on it, which surprises me because I don't know what to think.
Yeah, well,
I would say that. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, well, see, evil exists in everybody. We all have the capacity to be evil. I think that for the most part, people keep it in the background. It doesn't even show. And that some of that is nature. We need to survive. And it's not just survival of myself, but it's survival of, the family, the tribe, the clan, all that kind of stuff. But in some people, those overriding factors aren't there. And I think the Dahmer question is, alcoholism was just a symptom of something that deeper that was wrong with this guy. If he hadn't become an alcoholic, I think he still would have gone in the direction that he went, because there was that governor in there was missing, that off switch, or that control was missing in him. and that's the people who do these kind of things do not have a conscience, and how that comes about, I don't know, but yeah, and there are always going to be people like that. If we could tell early on uh, and try to do stuff with them, it would be an interesting experiment. But yeah, yeah, they're out there. I have seen evil in people that are otherwise basically good people, but I've seen it come to the fore in certain situations. Now, they pull it back and bring it in, uh, but it exists throughout humanity.
When you've seen it, Tim, is it involved mostly greed?
Well, it's the basic human things. It's more in the areas of either uh, jealousy or personal pride. When somebody's pride is bashed, the ego, as Think was talking about, or jealousy can just completely blind a person to their own moral sense.
Think you were going to say something?
Yeah, I can tell you my experience. The only way I can explain these type of things, I'm sorry, is if I tell you guys these things about my life. All right,
Don't
I grew up
apologize.
in a very bad area. Okay, so I grew up in a very bad like ghetto area. I was surrounded by gangsters and stuff like that. Now, the reason why I am at the spot I am now and not in jail or dead like them was because of when my family came here to the United States, our sponsors put us in church. And I eventually was an altar boy. I became an altar boy and I went to Sunday school. And I think that's what separated me from the mentality of the other people that I hung out with. And one day in my mind, it snapped and I cannot continue this life that I'm going. And I have to, the teachings of the church made me realize good and bad. If I didn't have that, I'll tell you, I'll probably be out in jail or robbing someone or a drug addict right now. I would not. That governor that you were talking about, Tim, was the religion that was put in me. That's what gave me the governor.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
I knew. I've told this on the show before. I knew a Nazi. I mean, a real German Nazi from the Second World War, and he told me that his life was completely derelict until literally one day he found Jesus, and it was completely like you're saying. Think it turned his life around completely. Now I've never experienced that, but it's hard to listen to a guy talk about something like that. I mean, who was literally a freaking Nazi, and then all of a sudden in one day he's not a Nazi anymore, and he left. Not only he left, he escaped. It's a really fascinating story that I'm not going to get into here. But I mean, just listening to him talk about it, kind of the same way you talk. I mean, people have these powerful moments, and I have to admit, I've never had it, so I can't. I can't say relate to what you're talking about. I know that I'm looking at Tim Conway without a shirt on right now, and I think that's probably as powerful a moment as I'm ever going to have for the rest of my life.
But I was an older boy, and look how I turned out.
Oh, I was too, and I can up all three of you guys. I threw up at the altar one morning, Sunday morning at church. It's terrible. It's awful. I actually did that. Vomit everywhere. I had to leave. I
burned my hair holding the candles. We had to hold these candles.
Yeah.
My hair one day. It was just so boring.
Oh my God.
I burned a piece of my hair on purpose because it was so boring. I don't know if I just.
Hey, Think was it Catholic Church? What was the denomination?
Yeah, so I am baptized Roman Catholic, but I don't declare myself as Roman Catholic because when I went to college, I went to a Baptist church, and that's when the preacher started speaking in tones that I can understand. Like at the Roman church, at the Roman Catholic church, the preacher, I don't even think he really cares. Those preachers at those Catholic churches, I don't think they care about their job because they talk in this monotone,
Yeah.
and they're reading from the Bible, and
Right.
they don't explain it really.
Yeah, and
It makes no sense.
And you can read it from the Bible just as well as they can. So what's the point?
That's right. That's right. But the Baptist churches, they break it down to words and make you understand why it's beneficial, each word. Like I said, I went to the Baptist church and the preacher said the devil goes to church. And there's more to it, but it just breaks down exactly what the Bible, a more realistic point of view of the Bible.
Yeah.
Or more common, I don't know how to explain it, something along those nature. But I do believe, Jim, that if Jeffrey Dahmer was in and even Hitler, if they were raised differently in a good, clean home and taught respect, I don't think they would have turned out that way. And just let me finish one last thing, okay,
Yeah.
Jim, and
please.
you guys can take over. I feel the same way about homosexuals too. I feel my brother is gay, by the way. All right.
Yeah.
And him and I talked about this. Like I asked him, "Why are you gay and I'm not gay?" And he told me that when he was younger, my uncle had touched him. One of my uncles had touched him and made him. I'm going to get explicit here. Made him ejaculate.
Yeah.
And this was before he had sex with a woman or anything. So even though he knew later as an adult that he was being raped, it felt right for him. It felt right that a man did that for him. So it was okay. So he didn't feel that there was a problem with it, that him to have sex with a man. And that was what sparked it. And I feel it's something very similar with a lot of other gay people. I don't think we're born gay. I think there's an experience that happens that makes us that.
All right. So what if I threw out the idea, it's this either or thing again, that some people maybe are born gay and then some people are like your uncle, they end up that way. I mean, do you think that's a possibility? I have a lot of gay friends and they've told me, like one of my close friends has told me he knew something was weird about him when he was 4 years old and he never had any homosexual experiences or no sexual abuse in his family, nothing like that. He just said that he just kind of knew. He knew from the start. I've had several people tell me that, but I've heard the same stories you're talking about too. I've heard the same thing. It's like my uncle touched me or something happened or I got raped when I was a kid or something. And matter of fact, a friend of mine was just telling me about that recently. I can't, but yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's both. I don't know. And maybe, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm 70 years old. Shit.
Old man jabber.
Majority of go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
No, I was just giving Jim a hard time about being ancient. Just jabber.
One thing you
How old are you?
Me or Tim?
You, Jim. How old are you today?
Tomorrow I'm going to be 70.
Well, how?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Jim. You don't look 70. I'm not kidding. You look like you're in your 40s.
Oh, Jesus, that's very kind. Now, you have to understand, I have the lights tuned in this little studio to make me look fabulous. I do, but yeah. And I still have my hair. That's real. I have to admit, it doesn't fall out at all. I don't have any problem with that whatsoever. So I don't think I'm ever going to lose it. But you're very kind. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm trying,
You look younger than me.
You don't think I've never seen you. You know that? All the times we've been talking, I don't know what you look like. So you should send me a picture. I'll put it on the screen next time you call. Well, guys, you know something? I think.
How old are you, Tim?
73. And I don't feel a day over 72.
He does, but tell him how long you've been married, Tim.
So 50, what was it? 56 years.
You can do some math. He's 73. He's been married 56 years.
Yep, married when I was 17.
Yeah.
And
Still,
they said it wouldn't last, and they're right. It's only been 56 years.
That's right. It didn't last, or it won't, or something. You
know? Yeah. So I feel like I'm just middle age. I've got about another 70 years to go.
Yeah, and a fabulous bare chest too.
Yeah, that's something.
Gentlemen, I'm going to let you guys go. I was going to make I'm going to make a few announcements before I leave here. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm driving to Eastern Wisconsin. My friend Mike Brooks, he called up. That's where I'm going. So we have no shows on Monday and Tuesday next week. So,
oh. Well, Jim, I just wanted to say before you go that it's with a great deal of sadness that I report that millions of immigrants have invaded our country to sell fentanyl to unborn fetuses. 300 million Americans have died within the last year from taking acetaminophen when all they needed to do was buy a $1.98 gallon of gas. Radical AI has caused people who vote Republican and support President for Life Trump to succumb to the violent rhetoric that causes them to drive assault vehicles into our false religious.
Where are you reading this from?
This is my manifesto here.
This is yours, huh?
Yeah, but I can't do it alone, Jim. My plan to sit down with God and Allah to sort out the dispute about whether the country is called Turkey or Turkey won't happen unless upright Americans chip in. So just a $15 contribution at timsavestheuniverse.edu from as many citizens as possible will get us on the road to unraveling the mystery of extraterrestrials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to unravel that. So yeah, send your money to Tim. $15, you said?
Yeah.
You said?
Yep, $15, and then we'll get that all sorted out.
Hey, we got another call here. I'm going to put this person on. Stick around, think. All right. I don't even know who this is. Hold on a second. Hi, who's this?
This is Cooper's father.
Oh, now let's set the stage here. Cooper's an extraterrestrial who has occasionally called up the show the last couple of years. So this is your Cooper's father?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And thanks for calling. What's on your mind?
You're welcome. Well, Cooper wanted to call in, but he said he didn't have any material. I don't know what that means.
All right. Okay. All right. So do you have some material?
He's out. He's out in the backyard. I think he's looking for material.
Oh, all right. Okay. Or looking for a spaceship or something,
okay.
You know?
Well, it could be. Could be. Is this the show about all the Sasquatch?
Yeah, this is that show. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
okay.
Hey, I have a question though. As I thought Cooper was from outer space. He has a human father?
That's correct.
And is his mother human too?
I'm sure you got somebody. I'm sure you have some people on the show that could do the rest of that math.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of dense. That's true. That's true. But is it kind of go ahead.
Yes. To fill in the blanks, I live alone. I don't live with my wife. She's not here.
Oh, okay. All right. Is this
what planet is she from?
I'm sorry, at this moment I forget the name.
All right.
And that's pretty stunning. That's pretty stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm wondering, is this kind of one of these like Spock Vulcan situations where you have a half extraterrestrial and a half human and they breed or something like that? Is that what happened?
Yes. Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
And now you can see why Cooper doesn't like to call into the show when he has no material.
Yeah, I guess we figured that out. Are you watching or listening right
But he
now?
said to say, I called in on my phone.
Okay, all right.
He
'Cause-
said it's your birthday, so happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to point out to you that Tim Conway is on the screen here, and he doesn't have a shirt on. So I thought that would, maybe, I don't know, if that titillates you, or or if that's evil. We've been talking about evil, so you tell me, is that evil?
Well, that's really sexy.
Yeah, it's sexy. That's what. It's not evil. It's sexy. Yeah. What are we thinking about? There we do. You just wrapped the whole thing up. Thank you, Cooper's father. That's right. Well, it's sexy.
So you sort of have I guess you sort of have a theme on your show where guys call in without their shirts on.
Yeah, yes, we do. So I don't know if you, Tim, do you know this? We had a guy about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. I've been on the show when he called in.
Right.
I can't remember his name, Dave or something like that.
Something like that. I can't remember. He would call without a shirt on. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of like, it's an homage to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
The spirit of the show.
If that's the Tim Conway I've heard on your show, Mr. Conway, I'm sorry you didn't continue your run for president.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm sorry too. But it's difficult doing something basically by yourself and trying to keep it all running and solicit those dollars that we need to compete in the political world. Just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. When I would see you on the Jim at Night show, it seemed like you were building so much momentum. It was just unstoppable, and I didn't understand what the reasons for quitting were.
Well, I built some momentum with myself, but it wasn't out there in the general public. I wasn't reaching enough people. And that was, the last opportunity because there won't be any more presidential elections after this last one that we had.
They'll be declared unconstitutional. So, by the way, Cooper is shouting through the window, and he's saying I shouldn't call in without material either.
Okie dokie.
Now, do you have the Sasquatch hunter from Arkansas on the show right now?
Oh, no, he's coming out on a Wednesday though.
Oh, okay.
And he's coming out, Larry Newman. Yeah.
Is it just you and Mr. Conway?
Yeah. Tonight we believe it or not, we had a bunch of calls. I think you're like the seventh person to call in, Cooper's father. So it's like, and Think, are you still there?
Cooper says you're very popular.
Yeah. And Think is still on the line.
I'm here.
Think, are you there?
Yep. Hi.
You have a question for Cooper's father? Cooper's an extraterrestrial, or I guess half an extraterrestrial. I didn't know that. You have any questions? Like outer space questions or something?
Sure. Can we bend space and time like as if it was a fabric?
And not like a fabric, but it can be bent.
Is it more like a Twinkie?
Yeah. There's a relationship that it's inversely proportional to the number of drinks you've had.
Oh yeah, of course it is. My God, that's the most profound thing I've heard in like 24 hours. I'll be damned. Yeah. Well, Cooper,
your current guest that called in, does he take his shirt off?
No. Think is not on the screen. He's just he's on phone. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Think, are you wearing a shirt right now? I never even asked you.
I'm wearing a shirt and some pants, but no underwear. I'm trying to grow something.
And Cooper's dad, that's what you call a callback. Oh my God, you missed it. We'll have to explain that to you later. Well, I
heard the whole thing, and I just think it's fabulous.
Yeah, it is fabulous. Yeah. Well, thanks for calling. Thanks for calling with no material. I really appreciate it. That's quite a
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
An honor from you. So I'm going to wrap this all up. So I'm going to let you go. Okay.
Sure. Good. Yeah. Good luck with all the growth there.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to me.
All right.
Bye.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jim. Happy birthday.
Thanks for calling. I really
and,
appreciate it.
I wish. Yeah. I wish you a long life so that we could still have these chats.
Yeah. I'm not
long.
I'm not going anywhere.
As long as possible.
I'm decided they're gonna have to drag me on a stretcher.
All right.
That's what I've decided. I don't care if there's any money involved or not. I don't give a shit. I'm plowing forward. So hopefully I hope thank you. I appreciate that because I hope you're with me here. So that's good. So you take care. All right. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Tim, finally it's just you and I.
Yeah, and I just want to, since Don Zorro called in earlier, it inspired me to say that a priest, a rabbi, and an imam walked into a bar,
and
the bartender said, "Is this a joke?"
And I guess it is.
Oh, Jim, a happy birthday. Enjoy your weekend in Wisconsin. That's a beautiful place over there. I used to live there, eastern side of the state. And many happy returns of the day.
Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate you doing this. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Sure thing.
We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right. Take care now.
Bye-bye. That's Tim Conaway. Oh, my God. I got a list here of people who called tonight. It's pretty cool. I want to thank all you folks. Thank you. Look at the camera, Jim. Look at the little dot. I can do it. All right. So now before we go here tonight, first of all, like I said, we don't have no shows next Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, as we told Cooper's father, Larry Newman is coming on. His is regular. He comes on about once a month. He missed last month because of he had dental surgery. He couldn't talk for like 2 weeks. So he's finally coming on Wednesday, and we'll just shoot the shit with him. We do that, and he talks about he is I don't know if it's licensed, but he is a legitimate Bigfoot investigator for the Bigfoot Field Research Organization. That's the big society in America that tracks Bigfoot, and he does that sort of thing. So we'll talk to him about that too. On Thursday, William Jasper is going to be here, and he's the president of the John Birch Society. Now, we had on the CEO of the John Birch Society, Wayne Morrow, about 6-8 weeks ago. He was a wonderful guy. I had a great conversation with him, and I've had people afterwards tell me, I didn't know the John Birch Society was still running. Well, it is. And Jasper's the president. I don't know how he ranks, what the pecking order is over there between him and Wayne Morrow. I don't know. We'll find that out. That's Thursday. But I have a couple other announcements here too, and I've been previewing this all week here. But I want to basically, this is like the official announcement here, and that is we've been posting shorts now for the last 2 or 3 weeks on TikTok and YouTube. Now, this is not a uncommon thing. Many shows like ours do that, podcasts, and so we're late to the party. We are, but the thing is, I have to tell you, I'm astonished by the number of people that watch them. Thousands and thousands of people watch these shorts. So far, we've done shorts only of from interviews, guests. So we're going to start now, and we actually started this week, but so we've now rolled this out. We're not only going to do shorts of guests, we're going to do shorts of what I call my monologues, Chimcasts too. We're doing shorts of those, and we're posting both. We're going to end up posting both the standalone interviews and the standalone Chimcasts on TikTok and YouTube. And so you don't have to watch the show like all the way through. You can watch either the interview or my monologue, or mix and match it, or don't watch the monologues and just watch the interviews. In other words, you don't actually have to watch the full show. As a matter of fact, we're going to have the full show will be posted on YouTube. We're not posting it on TikTok because they're too long. And also, that's just not what's going on there. I become a really late convert to the whole TikTok thing, but I have become a convert. I gotta admit, it's a fascinating medium, and they seem to have. They're the only social network so far, the first one that cracked the algorithm, where on most of the other social networks, the way to get popular is to already be popular. In other words, you basically grow your popularity by already having popularity. Now you're thinking, well, how do you get over that hump? There's several ways to do it, but in some ways, your popularity isn't legitimate because people will watch what's already popular. Well, TikTok has figured out a way around that. They have. So we, with no promotion and no background at all, we start posting on TikTok, and we got thousands of people watching our show. It's unbelievable. It's really amazing. So we're going to be doing that. If you want to see every single part of what we're doing, the only place that's going to be is on YouTube. Like I said, we can't post the full show on TikTok, but on TikTok, and I think we're going to start on November 9th, if I'm right, Sunday. I'm not really certain yet. There's some things that it depends on. We're going to be doing once a week a TikTok only show where it's only on TikTok. So, and that'll be Sunday nights, and I think tentatively the starting time is going to be 11 p.m. Eastern. I think we'll see. That we might adjust that, but yeah, Sunday nights we're going to do a TikTok only show now. Live shows on TikTok are limited to an hour, so we got an hour, and there's going to be no scheduled guests. But I will unlike on this show, I will interact with the chat. I will do that, and also on TikTok you can send a request to be a guest, which I'm hoping people will do, and we'll actually interview strangers, and hopefully they'll be strange. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. This should be fun because there's I don't know if you've ever scrolled through the live feeds on TikTok, but man, it's amazing the stuff people. It's also amazing when people are watching. It's like, oh my god, So that's what we got. That's what we got going on here. We're gonna start now. We're gonna start doing shorts of my monologues too. We just started that like 2 days ago. And matter of fact, I would say what we've done so far are tests to figure out what's going on there. But we're gonna do that. We're posting shorts from the monologues, shorts from are the interviews. And so yeah, so if you want to see absolutely everything, it's on our YouTube channel, and you can go to our website gemini.com for links to all those channels on different social media services. We're cutting back. I announced this. We got back on Facebook about maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, and I'm killing it. I am not pleased with this medium. I don't like it. Not to mention they treated us like crap. They have. So there's that too. So Facebook is indicative of this one thing I was talking about here is about the fact on Facebook, if you want to get popular, you have to pay for it. Literally, you have to get your posts boosted, and it's great. It's a great way for them to make money, but they can go F themselves as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they banned us 2 years ago, so finally, after 2 years, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't. We're not posting to Facebook anymore. We're abandoning our accounts. That's what we're doing. So God bless them. I hope Mark Zuckerberg retires with $1 trillion of money. But no, I'm not going to have anything to do with it. So yeah, so we're going to be on YouTube, Rumble. On Rumble, we're only going to have our full shows and our live shows. So, and this happens on YouTube too. We do a live show, and then the live show is automatically archived. So the whole show, then you can see the whole show on demand. And that's so on Rumble, we're going to have only our live shows. On TikTok, we're going to have everything but the live shows. And X, we're posting live shows and shorts, but not the full monologues or full interviews. So it gets confusing. We're going to redo the page on our website that explains this. Right now, it's just that page is just links to all this stuff. On the other thing, and I should mention this too, this week we finally, since February, what has been 8-9 months, We are now publishing our audio only podcast feed again too. So you can just listen to the show and sign up with your Apple Podcast or the hell it is. To me, this is for lack of a better term, a television program. It's a video program. So I'm not really encouraging that, but if you want to do it, I mean, we're basically trying to accommodate anybody who wants to watch anything. That's what we're doing. So I want to thank you folks for watching. I really do. And listening, I guess, now again. Like I said, I'm going to be 70 tomorrow. Oh man. It's like, what the hell? It's like it was a 32 like 2 weeks ago. Shit. But oh well. That's what happens. But I like doing this. So I want to thank you folks for tuning in. Good night, Uncle Donnie, wherever you are. And good night to you, wherever you may be. So we're taking off Monday and Tuesday. We'll see you next week on Wednesday, October 16th. Take care, everybody. We'll see you. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and thanks for calling, too. Appreciate it.